Federal University Sokoto, the person of Professor Lawal Suleiman Bilbis. Not Suleiman Bilbis, as we know, is the Vice Chancellor of University Sokoto, and he stands in these convocation ceremonies.
Good morning. I am delighted to welcome you all to the Federal University Gusau on this beautiful day. I am excited to extend a very warm welcome to the visitor, His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the Chief Host, His Excellency, Governor Dawana Lawal, Honorable Minister of Education, Prof. Tahir Mahmoud, CON, SAN, Honorable Minister of State for Education, Dr. Yusuf Tanko, Sumru, Acting Executive Secretary, National Universities Commission, Mr. Chris Mayaki, their Royal Highnesses here present, invited religious leaders, other august guests, members of the university community, graduates, and their parents, and distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to the second combined third and fourth convocation ceremonies of our dear university. Dear graduates, it is wonderful to be here with you. I wish to particularly congratulate you and your parents on this joyous occasion of your convocation, which marks the completion of your academic journey in the university and the commencement of a new phase of life. I strongly believe that you are well equipped with the necessary skills and knowledge to launch yourselves into the wider world. With the repertoire of knowledge you have acquired, I am convinced that the sky is certainly the starting point. The university has very high expectations of you to display outstanding academic performance and moral uprightness wherever you find yourselves as good ambassadors of the Federal University of Gusau. I wish to remind you that there are lots of challenges ahead of you. It is your responsibility to remain focused and to build on what you have attained throughout your stay at the university. Ensure that you make the right decision and choice in whatever you do. Do not give up. If you fail for the first time or second time, remember that there is always room for improvement. Upon the award of your degrees today, you have become members of the Federal University Gusau alumni, and it should continue to show undiluted interest in the progress and development of the university. I find it very necessary to commend the governing council and the management team of the university for handling all matters in line with the prescribed regulations. I sincerely thank the academic, non-academic staff for doing a tremendous job of teaching, supervising, and mentoring our students, despite all such challenges that you and the university might be facing. Your hard work and dedication are highly noted and duly appreciated. Obviously, in the pursuit of academic excellence, the university is not immune to the trials that often accompany the establishment and growth of a fledgling university like ours. Therefore, it is essential to address these challenges head-on, armed with a strategic mindset, future orientation, and a commitment to the realization of the shared goals. This year has been, as you know, a year of many challenges for both staff and students of the university. These challenges include cases of kidnapping and general insecurity. These challenges include cases of kidnapping and general insecurity, securing funds for infrastructural development and research, building a strong academic culture of excellence, and navigating administrative and regulatory hurdles, to mention but a few. And it has been so exciting under the current leadership of the university to see the university taking shape. It is sincerely it is really coming together, though not quite this fast. I salute the support of the federal government and its agencies, like the National Universities Commission, NUC, and the Tertiary Education Fund, TED Fund, which has gone along to enable the institution, the university, achieve this uncommon feat. The university still needs more of your unceasing support for more development. In conclusion, I thank the Vice Chancellor and members of the Convocation Planning Committee for the excellent arrangements made this day. Thank you all. Now I have the duty and honor to hereby declare the convocation open.
Assalamu alaikum. All praise and gratitude are due to the Almighty Allah, the most merciful and the most beneficent, for sparing our lives as well as sustenance and blessings He bestowed on us at Federal University Gusau. and its community over the years. We humbly acknowledge and appreciate Allah's guidance in running of the university day-to-day activities of both staff and students towards achieving our vision and mission of establishing the university. I welcome you all to the third and fourth combined convocation ceremony of this great citadel of learning, the Federal University Gusau, where knowledge, innovation, and service are our watchwords. Convocation is a rite, passage, and celebratory ceremony where degrees are conferred upon graduating students who have been found worthy in learning and have conducted themselves in line with the extant rules and regulations governing conduct in the university by exhibiting exemplary character. Convocation is a globally celebrated ceremony where graduates are gowned intended to celebrate deserving students with award of certificates for the various academic programs in which they have been trained for a specific number of years in their respective discipline in the university. In addition, convocation ceremony afford university authorities the opportunity to showcase the various level of progress made in the university over the years, including but not limited to the conferment of honorary doctorate degrees on deserving members of the public who have distinguished themselves in their chosen fields of endeavor and have made significant contribution to the advancement of humanities. Today, we are gathered here for the convocation of graduates for the 2019, 2020, and 2020-2021 academic session. It is important to remind ourselves that 2020-2021 academic session was altogether cancelled due to ASU strike and global COVID-19 pandemic, which literally brought the whole world on its knees for over 8 months, thereby halting social, political, and economic activities across the globe. Background to previous convocation. The university held its last convocation, which is first and second convocation ceremony for the 2017-2018 and 2018-2019 academic session on 5th of January 2020, with a total number of 685 graduates. The distribution of the participants per faculty in the first and second combined convocation ceremony showed that the Faculty of Humanity and Education graduated 205 students or graduates. Faculty of Science 344 and 136 graduates for the Faculty of Management and Social Sciences. Similarly, the general summary of the degrees obtained by graduates during the period under review showed that 10 graduates with first class, 299 with second class upper, and 376 with second class lower, respectively. Currently, the current convocation. In today's convocation, the university is graduating 2,534 graduates, which is 27.03% higher than the number that graduated in the last convocation. The Faculty of Humanities is graduating 196, Faculty of Education 634, Faculty of Science 1,195, while Faculty of Management and Social Science 509. These are the combined graduating ceremonies for 2019, 2020, and 2021-2022 academic session. The general summary of the class of degree obtained by the graduating students showed that 43 graduates with first class, 676 second class upper, 1,737 with second class lower, while 78 others are in the third class degree. Achievement of the university since the last convocation. It is important for me to inform you of the modest achievement the university have recorded under my leadership since the last convocation ceremony as categorized here. Staff training and development. Prior to the last convocation, there were concerns that the Federal University Gusau was unable to utilize its shares of funds allocated by TED Fund, leading to some restrictions. The prompt intervention of the current management of the university led to lifting of the ban or the suspension by the TED Fund. And it is on record that about 95% of the application of research funds by staff of the university were approved and supported by the TED Fund. It is also important to reveal that 53 members of academic staff are currently under the TED Fund AST and D Fellowship, undergoing MSc, MA, MA, and PhD program in various universities, both within and outside Nigeria. This is in addition to over 200 academic and non-academic staff currently pursuing both undergraduate and postgraduate programs in different universities within and outside Africa, utilizing the study leave scheme granted by the university management. This, I believe, is a demonstration of magnanimity of the current university administration towards enhancing the human capacity development of the staff of the institution. Accreditation. Currently, Federal University Gusau is running 28 academic programs across the 4 faculties. All the 28 academic programs are fully accredited by the NUC, i.e. they have full accreditation. Similarly, our effort in ensuring strict compliance with finance regulation and discipline, such as international public sector accounting standards and ICPC, led to university to emerge as the first in 2023 ICPC compliance ranking among Nigerian universities. Establishment of postgraduate school. Following remarkable achievement recorded in the accreditation of programs, the university made concerted effort to establish a postgraduate school. I'm happy to inform you that after obtaining appropriate approvals from relevant organs of the university, the postgraduate school commenced full academic activity on January 2nd, 2024, with its first set of 284 students after a well-coordinated certificate screening exercise. The school currently runs 48 programs, leading to the award of postgraduate diploma, professional master's, academic MA, MSc, MAA, and PhD program in various faculties and departments in the university. It is expected that the postgraduate school will serve as a training of trainers center to meet the yearning and aspiration of our local communities and Nigeria at large. Academic scholarship. As part of effort to increase visibility and global ranking of the university, I'm glad to report that several members of academic staff of the university have, with relevant support of intervention within the span of 4 years, been able to publish cutting-edge research papers in both reputable international and local journals. It may also interest you to know that some academic staff of the university have been rated among top 2% cited research scholars in the world. Furthermore, all departments and faculties within the university have functional H-index journal where academics program, both locally and internationally, publish their research findings. I wish to quickly add that a total of 190 staff of the university have benefited from TED Fund intervention in the following categories. institutional-based research, 160 publications, academic manuscript, 13 books, academic research journals, 9 journals, 2 national research funds, Fulbright Research Center sponsored training workshop of 6 research, infrastructure development. I wish to say in humble pride that since assumption of duty, the university under my humble stewardship has recorded the following milestone: infrastructural development. We have restored the assessment of TETFON zonal intervention in 2020, having lost 2017, 2018, and 2019 allocations. Recorded progress in completing 9 projects, namely ICT Center, Faculty of Education, Faculty of Social Sciences, Directorate of Academic Planning, Lecture Rooms Block D, Lecture Rooms Block E, Department of Biological Sciences, Research Laboratories, Visiting Scholar Transit Camp. Award and completed 4 new projects, namely Entrepreneurship Development Center, 300 capacity lecture theater of the Faculty of Pharmaceutical Sciences, where the lecture was held yesterday. Science Education Building, which was commissioned by His Excellency, the Governor of Zamfara State. The Faculty of Science Extension, which was commissioned by the representative of the TETFON yesterday. Secured constituency project from Sustainable Development Goals, namely construction of University Medical Center, installation of solar power lights, over 200, and construction of boreholes. Secured constituency project of 1 kilometer access road with side drainage. Secured construction and installation of solar street light, 50 number by Federal Ministry of Works. Secured construction of 500 meters access road with side drainage by Federal Road Maintenance Agency. Secured the construction of perimeter fence, phase 1 by TETFON, and inshallah can be summarized in 2 major flags: funding and insecurity. Funding. The university draws funds from both internal and external sources. Though the funding effort of the federal government of Nigeria through some of its agencies are appreciated, more funds are still needed for research and infrastructure to enable the university to fulfill its core mandate of teaching, research, and community service effectively. Insecurity. We know where we are. We are in Zamfara, in the northwest, and even the Nigeria as a whole. Insecurity is an issue that the nation is currently facing, with the challenges of internal security is not an exaggeration. The dimension of insecurity in the northwest political zone speaks volume of its, and attest to the current anticipated and unanticipated consequences on social and economic activities in the region. The crime of bandits and kidnapping of persons for ransom, which is common in Zamfara State, create anxiety and emotional instability among staff and students. This has affected our drive for staff engagement across the country and students' enrollment for our academic programs. The student enrollment statistics, unfortunately, continue to fluctuate. Future plans and vision of the university. In line with expansion policy of the university as contained in the master plan of the university, the following faculties ought to have taken up, but for the lack of resources, we are unable to establish them. Faculty of Agriculture, and we said farming is our pride. So we are yet to have Faculty of Agriculture. Stakeholders, please, I'm calling. Faculty of Engineering. Faculty of Engineering, the university is supposed to be a center of engineering mining. Engineering and mining is supposed to be a center for mining. So we are calling for stakeholders to assist us to actualize this, our dreams. Faculty of Pharmaceutical Sciences, they are still yet to take up. However, in spite of the challenges, we are set, and when we said we are set, we are ready to commence the College of Health Sciences that will accommodate MBBS, nursing sciences, dental science, physiotherapy, and other related programs. We are ready. We only need a little push. Appreciation and clarion call. On behalf of the University Governing Council, the management, the Senate, staff, and students, I wish to publicly acknowledge the effort of the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, and the visitor of the university for his unrelenting commitment towards ensuring that the university, Federal University Gusau, achieves its vision and mission through regular approvals and releases of appropriate funds for both human and capital development for the university. The federal government, through its relevant agencies, Federal Ministry of Education, National University Commission, Federal Education Trust Fund, Tertiary Education Trust Fund, has shown consistent commitment towards upgrading facilities on the university campus, and for this, we remain exceedingly grateful. We in the university community, we deeply appreciate the Zamfara State government for demonstrating a strong commitment towards growth, development, and sustainability of the university, particularly this university, because I'm aware many don't want us to exist, but we are going to exist with the help we are receiving from both ends. His Excellency, at any point in time, never relent when I call on. This is our issue. He's always there for us. So we are going to exist. Our security agencies, I'm not going to forget you. I'm coming to you. Similarly, political leaders, traditional rulers, religious leaders, and stakeholders of the university, too numerous to mention, are all appreciated for their invaluable contribution to the advancement of the young university. But let me be specific. This one is for those that contributed. We appreciate them. And those that are yet, we are open. University is an open system. So you are welcome. The giant and consistent collaboration effort of all the security agencies, yes, I said security agencies, I'm coming to you. We cannot exist without your assistance. We are surviving here. Our university environment, we tend to be an endangered species, but with your help, at any time we call on you, particularly the military, the Nigerian police, the DSS, the DSCDC, and the campus security personnel, among others. At security of the university, criminal elements are at the security, we highly appreciate you against all the criminals that are trying to distort our vision and mission. It is important to state that an early completion of our ongoing perimeter fence project by the federal government will further boost effort at the securing of the campus and its proximate environment. As an Oliver Twist, we are making clarion call on the federal and state government, political leaders, business mongols, bourgeoisies, and all well-to-do Nigerians and in diaspora to assist in providing funding support to the university for the actualization of the following critical projects and infrastructure: provision of accommodation for our staff, provision of more lecture theater, staff residential accommodation, construction of on-campus hostel for our students, more laboratory for science-based courses, well-equipped supporting facilities, transportation. We have more than 10,000 students, but the transportation is really nothing to write home about. From here to the town center is 15 kilometers. Please, stakeholders, we need your assistance. Transport for our students, especially the ICT equipment, groundbreaking research grants and intervention, giant water infrastructure for effective water supply to the campus and community, and provision of alternative source of power supply. Special recognition and appreciation. Special recognition and appreciation to well-meaning supporters and friends of the university who have made tremendous contribution to the university over the years. I'm therefore pleased to specifically recognize and appreciate the following personalities: government and foundation on behalf of the university. Number one, His Excellency, Dr. Dauda Law, the Executive Governor of Zamfara State. Even before he becomes the Governor of Zamfara State, he is one of our first line of order stakeholders. He has contributed a lot, and we still want him to come and contribute a lot. Thank you, sir. General Ali Muhammad Gusau, retired. I will not go on without mentioning the royal father of the day, the Sultan. At any point in time, usually on transit, I'll say, Assalamu alaikum, sir. He will always ask me, how are you coping in Zamfara? Almost always. And he sent message upon messages. How are we doing in Zamfara? Particularly with issue of insecurity. So I always recognize that, and I say it almost everywhere. Our Sultan, sir, we appreciate you highly as our father. Brigadier General S. Ahmad, always when we put call, he always picks the call, he returns the call, and he attends to our issues. Kano State government intend to provide hostel for our students, and we have already allocated space for them for hostel. Alhaji Ahmad Aminu Tafida, the MD Karma, that I know I met only once. He's the only one at any point in time with I pay when able. I pay when able. Yes, because we don't have the resources in Zamfara. Nobody listened to us. He listened to us. So all my guests, at any point in time, I pay when able. So I will never forget the MD of Karma Hotels. Dr. Muhammad Hassan for donation of books. Sir Emeka Upper Foundation for donation of books. Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development for assisting our students. Federal Ministry of Education, our mother ministry. You have to thank your mother for delivering you. So we have to thank our mother. Hadia Huria Daudanawa, the First Lady of Zamfara State, for her support to our students. Highly acknowledged. Dr. Sharu Sharif Nastura, convener, Coalition of Northern Group. They always support us, particularly at difficult time. Alhaji Muhammad Abubakar Bawa, the Endoto of Tabe, he is always our link when we have issue of insecurity. So at any time, sometimes, most of the time, day and night, our link to get our students back is through him, whether formally or informally. The link is always through him, and he always listens to us and answers us. So we are very grateful. Sheikh Ahmad bin Omar Kanoma always call. BC, how are you doing? Your environment. And he always pray for us. We are grateful. Malam Usman Shehu, the director DSS, Zamfara State, the commissioner of police, squadron leader A.H. Gimba. Gimba is the one that always sleeps here around within this territory. So we are always in contact with him no matter what. Once we say this is what is going on, he's always available through the order of his organs, i.e. S. Ahmad and Major Ahmad. They are always here. Other security agencies, we always appreciate you. Thank you, and thank you very much. Message of thanks. I charge all graduates to leverage on the knowledge and skills acquired during the course of their studies in the university to go into the world and demonstrate the highest sense of responsibility, responsiveness, quality leadership, and capacity to transform their immediate environment and the society at large towards advancing the cause of humanity. Finally, I thank those who made financial.
All the graduating students from Faculty of Science stand and remain standing, please. The Chancellor, sir, appeared on the list hereinafter. Those present and those unavoidably absent for whom I stand proxy.
For whom the Dean stand proxy to, the degree of Bachelors of the Federal University, Gusau, as the case may be. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to be with you today on the combined third and fourth convocation ceremony of this great and promising university, the Federal University of Gusau. I congratulate the university for achieving this feat in spite of the teething problems it has faced since inception. I wish to congratulate the parents as well as all the graduating students for dedicating their time and energy to attain this feat. We look forward to a bright and fulfilling future, irrespective of glooming of the challenges that we face as a nation and people. We pray and are working around the clock to change the tide. These problems too shall come to pass by the special grace of Almighty Allah. I want to specially welcome His Excellency, the visitor to the university, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who is ably represented by Professor Lawal Bilbis. We are honored by your presence. Similarly, I welcome the Honorable Minister of Education, Professor Tahir Mamman, and his entourage to Gusau, the modest capital of Zamfara State. I welcome and acknowledge the presence of all distinguished personalities, friends and families of the graduates, as well as visiting academics from across the country, and all other guests that created time to join in this celebration of graduating a set of young Nigerians whose future, by the grace of Allah, will shape the destiny of our country, Nigeria. I commend the leadership of the university for making the best use of the limited resources available to them in their phases of operational constraints amid competing demands. Despite these challenges, I have noticed a steady rise in student enrollment, an increase in the number of courses the university is offering in recent years. This is worthy of commendation. I congratulate the Vice Chancellor, the Senate, and congregation for this lofty achievement. Mr. Visitor, as a government, we are determined to educate the entire children of Zamfara, inshallah. Education is the enabler which provides the space and opportunity for easy social mobility in the world today. We are agreed with the fact that the block of security and other challenges that we face as a people is connected to the low level of education among our people, which is occasioned by the age-long disregard and inability to give the sector the necessary attention it deserves. To reverse the road, our government has declared a state of emergency on education, and we will continue to deploy substantial resources to the sector so that every child in the state is educated. In pursuit of the above objective, government has embarked on the following measures as short and medium-term strategies to reverse the road in the education sector. We have allocated substantial amounts of money to the education sector in our 2024 appropriation and hopeful to jack up the allocation to a higher level in 2025, 2026, as well as 2027 by the grace of Allah. We hope to achieve the 25% to 30% recommended allocation to the education as soon as possible. With reasonable allocation to the sector and efficient management of resources, we are optimistic that we will revive education infrastructure, hire more competent teachers, as well as train and retrain the existing ones. We will also increase enrollment in both basic and post-basic school through public enlightenment and creation of better learning, as well as teaching environments. Education is free, and we hope to make it compulsory as well. We have also made handsome budgetary allocation to our tertiary institutions in the state to begin the correction process of lifting them to efficient levels. The Zamfara State University is preparing to undergo for the first time accreditation of its programs by the National Universities Commission. We have directed contractors who were forced out of sight by the previous administration to return to site, and we're hopeful that in the coming month, the permanent site of the university will be functional, while courses will be accredited by the National University Commission, NUC. We inherited a state where the examination of fees for WAEC and NACO to the tune of billions of naira, they were not paid by the government for more than 3 years. We had to enter into special arrangements with the bodies, and payment has since commenced and will be completed very, very soon based on the terms and conditions agreed. To improve quality of education, government has awarded contract for the renovation as well as rehabilitation of basic and post-basic schools across the state. And we are going to do more in the coming month, inshallah. Work is ongoing and several have been completed, while others are at various stages of completion. The condition of school infrastructure we met, in places it was horrible, and that is an understatement. We believe that with sustained efforts, we should repair all our schools in the shortest possible time. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are working around the clock to address the security challenges affecting our dear state. It's good for you to know without security, there are a lot of limitations in terms of what we will do and function effectively as a civilized society. We have developed an in-house security arrangement to assist the federal security agencies in taming the tide. The Community Protection Guard CPD is community security-driven strategy developed from within the communities, and we are hopeful it will, in collaboration with the nation's security outfits, help in addressing the huge challenges of security in Zamfara and Nigeria in general. Without security, development would be a mirage. We call on all members of the community to pay special attention to matters of security around them, as security is a collective responsibility. We're all in it, so we need to do whatever we can to make sure we are security conscious. We must report all suspicious activities to relevant authorities as our contribution to bringing to the end of this menace, and this will go a long way if there is proper cooperation from within our community as well as all the security agencies. By the grace of God, the peace, security, and prosperity that our state was known for is not far-fetched. On this note, the government and people of Zamfara State wish to console the students as well as the parents of the abducted students of the university. Your Excellencies, the visitor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it will not be right to conclude these brief remarks without a summary of what we are doing to the right, the wrongs we inherited in government, because the entire vehicle of service delivery to the people was broken down. We're reforming the civil service for efficiency as well as productivity. We have treated down ministry from over 40 to just 16 at the moment. The Executive Council has shrunk from more than 36 commissioners to 18, while many agencies, departments, and directors of government whose functions were duplicated and overlapping have been either marked or completely scrapped. On assumption of office, we made salary arrears of about 3 months, which we promptly cleared. In the last 10 months, salaries of workers are paid by the 25th of every month, and inshallah, until the end of my tenure, we will continue to do that and also make certain improvements for the welfare of our civil servants. We believe this is a motivating factor among many others in order to improve efficiency of workers as well as service delivery. We have embarked on rehabilitation of infrastructure in Gusau and our rural areas across the 14 local governments of the state. The urban renewal program is not limited to Gusau alone, but all local government headquarters. To all those visiting Gusau, after a while, the difference is certainly clear, and we will do more to uplift the standard of our infrastructure in order to create better and enabling environment for easy life and for investors to come and for business to thrive in the state. We'll build roads, rehabilitating the old ones, and opening of the countryside for agriculture and mining, for them also to thrive. As you know, Zamfara State is blessed with these natural resources. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have embarked on rehabilitation of infrastructure in Gusau as well as our rural areas. The urban renewal program is not limited to Gusau alone, but to all the 14 local government headquarters. To all those visiting Gusau after a while, I'm sure the difference is certainly very clear, and we will do more to uplift the standard of our infrastructure to create better and enabling environment for easy life and for investors to come in and for business to thrive. We're optimistic that inshallah Zamfara will be great. The urban renewal agenda has many components apart from the roads. There is the water component, health, housing, as well as environment. We will achieve a complete transformation in all these sectors soon by the grace of Allah. Within our limited resources, we will continue to render helping hands to this great university, the Federal University Gusau. Our objective is to grow education in our state so that there is access and space for all our young people to be trained to attain the lofty heights that education provides. In conclusion, I congratulate the Federal University Gusau Joint Convocation and Ceremony. I also congratulate all the graduates and their friends and families as we look forward to a brighter future. My prayer is that your expectation shall become the reality by the special grace of God. And before I hand over this microphone, I want to introduce something going forward from this very convocation of today. The state government will be given 1 million prize for the overall best year student every year. And this is starting from today. I also want to use this opportunity to also introduce something today which will be for the Sultan Muhammad Saad Abubakar III for the best behaved female student. You also get 500,000. Under that same umbrella, we're also going to be giving 500,000 to the best graduating female student by the Sultan Muhammad Abubakar. I thank you all, and I wish you all the best that life can bring. Assalamu alaikum.
For the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, would love to be here with us today. Unfortunately, for the exigencies of office, the President is not physically here with us, but the President is mentally with us here. He would love to be in Zamfara, not only to present his message during the third and fourth combined convocation ceremony of the Federal University Gusau, to also commemorate with the people of Zamfara for GCN security, that the government, federal government and state government are working hand together to come to the end of this muster. God willing, inshallah, this will come as part of the developmental stage of a nation like Nigeria. I'm here to represent His Excellency, and I'm going to read his speech. Where I say I am incapable to say that I am referring to the Excellency, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I am delighted to be in your midst today to rejoice with you on the occasion of third and fourth combined convocation ceremony of this great university. The occasion is an important historic one in the life of this young and fast-growing university. I wish to congratulate all graduating students for their commitment and response to clarion calls and enduring all the life challenges in the pursuit and encourage you not to relent on this. I must also commend the effort of your tutors, your parents, your guardians, and the university management and the university faculty towards the achievement of this great feat. The federal government of Nigeria, in line with the renewed hope agenda of this administration, provided and improved budgetary allocations in the 2024 budget for key sectors of the economy such as defense, security, education, health, infrastructure, and social investment. This is a remarkable effort by the current administration to promote human capital development through education and healthcare service delivery. Let me assure you that this administration is committed to meeting up with the global benchmarks for this key critical sector of the economy. Furthermore, in line with the realization of the vision to aid students' access to education at higher level, the government have introduced the student zero-interest loan scheme. This project is expected to reduce the prevalence of out-of-school children in Nigeria and to promote wider and improved access to qualitative education. Meanwhile, the federal government has set clear guidelines to ensure strict compliance toward achieving this desired outcome of the scheme. At this juncture, I wish to commiserate with all the victims of abductions, their parents, the university management, the government, and the good people of the state on the unfortunate incidences of security challenges and other related forms of assault on innocent students and staff, and by extension, all Nigerian citizens. Government will continue to do all within its powers to bring the perpetrators of these heinous crimes against humanity to book. To mitigate against future occurrence, similarly, covert and overt measures have been taken by the university management are quite timely and commendable. The federal government will continue to devise proactive measures to address the phenomenon until normalcy is restored in Nigeria. Government is quite aware that no meaningful development can be achieved in the absence of peace and security, which are vital preconditions for stability of any nation and system. The government under that, education is very important in the life of any individual. It is the bedrock and essential prerequisite for sustainable national development. It is because of this reality, the federal government, in line with the New Hope agenda of this administration, has been tirelessly channeling its effort and limited resources to ensure that education is made accessible to many Nigerians as much as possible through adequate funding and liberal policies. The infrastructural deficit in education sector, particularly in the universities, will continue to be addressed through deliberate and sustained effort such as need assessment intervention and tech-fund intervention to guarantee the provisions of higher quality, sound education to all Nigerians. Distinguished invited guests, students, ladies and gentlemen, I must emphasize that the inability to provide jobs for all graduates is not common and peculiar to Nigeria alone. No country has all the means to do so. Our graduate students are expected to look out for opportunities around, explore them to make a difference, and be more enterprising. I encourage you all to take advantage of various aspects of the economic programs relevant to you and turn yourselves into employers of labor rather than seeking for endless white-collar jobs, which are not readily available. Government will continue to do its best in providing more investment openings and employment opportunities for our teeming graduates all over the Federation. You are also to leverage on ICT, as this is a huge platform that can be used to eradicate poverty and be meaningful in the society for yourself and your loved one. It is equally worthy to state that no nation can grow in an environment prone of corruption. The war on corruption cannot be won by the government alone. We must all be stakeholders in shaping the future of our dear country, Nigeria. Universities should therefore be at the forefront in the fight against corruption, and this can be achieved through enthronement of culture of disciplines, hard work, honesty, and inspirational leadership. University administrators should always endeavor to be shining lights by subscribing to prudence, transparency, accountability, and fairness in management of human and material resources. This administration will not relent in its commitment to secure the lives and properties of our people. Representing or upgrading our critical infrastructure, we must all join hands to make Nigeria great once again. This government believes that universities are crucial national assets in addressing many policy priorities and also as resources of new knowledge and innovation, thinking, providers, skilled personnel, and contributors of innovation. Attractors of international talents and agents of social justice. This important position occupied by universities propel government decision to thinning university autonomy in order to promote industrial harmony and good governance in the Nigerian university system. Consequently, government directed the removal of all tertiary institutions from the integrated personal payroll system, IPPIS, as this is believed will further improve research, teaching, community service, recruitment, and smooth payment of salaries, among others. This further justifies the demonstration of my government's practical understanding and recognition of the unique nature and complexities of the tertiary education system, particularly the universities. Please maintain this tempo. The present administration is said to be fair to all parties in national development, and this is to inform the decision to invoke the principle of prudential prerogative for mercy to grant waiver for payment of 4 months backlog of withheld salaries to members of the academic staff of the Nigerian universities. It is hoped that members of the academic staff union of the Nigerian University ASU will reciprocate government data through more commitment to our core mandate and improvement of harmonious working relationship with the government. Other university-based unions, SAN, NASU, and NAT, should also note that government is making effort toward payment of their withheld salary in order to sustain industrial harmony in the system. I'd like to conclude my commenting by commending once again the effort of the Chancellor, the Pro-Chancellor, and the Chairman of the Governing Council, the Vice-Chancellor, the member of the university community. I encourage you to sustain this commitment to the overall development of Federal University Gusau, and by extension, Nigeria in general. I wish all graduating students a greater opportunities ahead. Once again, congratulations. Thank you, and may God bless Federal Republic of Nigeria. May God bless us all.
Thank you very much, everyone. Let me stand in one.